Well, you've made it to the final week of the program. This is week 6. So this week is not only week 6, but this week can be used as your maintenance program going forward. So you can continue watching this final week to make sure that you're strengthening all of your core muscles in a nice, safe manner. All you need is a mat and again something to squeeze between your legs. Remember how you're getting down onto your mat, so you're still sliding to the side. That holds true even though we're kind of done or towards the end here. We're going to warm up with the core breath like we always do. So hands to the rib cage, making sure your ribs are in a nice neutral alignment, that your pelvic position is in a nice neutral alignment. Hands to the ribs and inhale. Taking a nice deep sideways breath as those ribs expand, and on the exhale, cinching the front of the rib cage together. Again, nice deep inhale, almost like your ribs are opening like an umbrella inside of you. And on the exhale, close your umbrella, really bringing the front of the rib cage together. One more time, inhale, almost like you're pushing your bra band out away from the side of the body. And on the exhale, really knitting the front of the rib cage together. One hand above your belly button, one hand below. Inhaling like you're letting your abdominals inflate like a balloon. And on the exhale, hug your belly button towards your spine. Think about closing that open book. And again, inhale. And as you exhale, gently bringing your belly button towards your spine as you pull these two bones together, not changing your pelvic position at all. One last time, inhale. And on the exhale, belly button towards your spine, close your book. Now bring your arms down to your side, picturing your pelvic floor, inhaling and allowing your pelvic floor to melt, sink, and relax underneath you. And on the exhale, contract, lift your pelvic floor like you're stopping the flow of urine or pulling up that right blueberry. And then inhale as you melt and completely and totally relax. 2 more times, exhale to contract and lift your pelvic floor, tummy quiet, bottom quiet. And then inhale as you melt and relax. One last time, exhale as you contract and lift. And then inhale as you melt and relax your pelvic floor underneath you. Now pulling it all together, taking a nice deep inhale as your ribs expand, belly inflates, pelvic floor melts. And on the exhale, ribs together, belly and book closed, contract and lift your pelvic floor. And memorize what this feels like to have all these muscles working for you. And then inhale as you relax and expand again. One last time, exhale. This is your mental checklist, ribs together. Belly and book closed, contract and lift your pelvic floor muscles. And then inhale to give them permission to melt and relax underneath you. Hug your knees into your chest as you revisit that mental checklist of ribs together, belly and book closed and pelvic floor on. Elevate your head and shoulders, lengthening from the back of the neck as you curl up and over, fist distance from your chin to your chest. Lengthen your legs straight up to the ceiling as you beat your hands from your knees to your hips and inhale 2, 3, 4, 5 and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5 and inhale 2, 3, 4, 5 and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5 and keep going, but reach your fingertips a little bit longer as you exhale, deepen your belly button towards your spine and inhale 2, 3, 4, 5 and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5 and inhale 2, 3, 4, 5 and exhale 2. I mean, keep going, but think about belly and book closed. Think about ribs together. Can you keep your pelvic floor on? Now test the waters. Can you lower those legs just a little bit? And inhale 2, 3, 4, 5 and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5 and inhale 2, 3, 4, 5 and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 more times. Upper body should be still and quiet. Don't let those abs pop out. You can always bend your knees if you need to or lower your head. And then hug your knees into your chest as you lower your head and shoulders. Take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, deepen your belly button towards your spine. Hold on to just the right knee as you extend the left leg long. When you're doing this exercise, I want you to think about that tiny little ball underneath that left heel. Don't smash it. Your left foot is flexed, hugging the midline. Mental checklist of ribs together, belly and book closed as you extend your right leg long to the ceiling, bringing it across your body and circling it around and up. Inhale to come across, exhale to deepen into your abdominals. Make your abdominals the driver of this motion. So inhale, come across, exhale, deepen your belly to your spine. 2 more times. And then switch directions, coming out first, drive that leg around and up. And as you do this, pay attention to the parts of the body that are not moving. So left heel, very little pressure underneath it. Chest is open wide. And now hug your knee into your chest as you take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, deepen your belly to your spine as energy shoots out of that outstretched left heel. And then switch legs, hugging the left knee into the chest, flexing that right foot, hugging the midline, little pressure underneath that right heel. Revisit that mental checklist. Thinking ribs together, belly and book closed, pelvic floor is on. As you extend your left leg long to the ceiling, arms at your side, come across your body, circle around and up. Inhale to come across, exhale, drive that leg around and up. Thinking about that neutral rib and pelvic position, thinking about energy shooting out of that outstretched right heel. One more time and then switch directions. Come out first, drive that leg around and up. Inhale to come out, exhale, deepen into your abs. Think about the parts of the body that are not moving, keep them still and quiet. Belly and book closed, ribs are together. One more time, and then hug your knee into your chest. Take a deep breath in, and on the exhale, deepen your belly towards your spine. Single leg stretches next, so hug both knees into your chest. Revisit that mental checklist of ribs together, belly and book closed, pelvic floor on as you lengthen from the back of the head to come up, this distance from your chin to your chest. Both hands are going to come onto the right shin, left leg is long towards the ceiling, and it's exhale, hug it in. Inhale as your legs pass each other. And then you're going to pick up the pace just a little bit as you shoot that outstretched leg straight out from the hip. It should feel like an arrow shooting out of the hip socket. Ribs are together, belly and book closed. For 2 more, 1 more, and then hug your knees into your chest as you lower your head and shoulders. Taking a deep breath in, and on the exhale, deepening your belly towards your spine. Again, mental checklist of ribs together, belly and book closed, pelvic floor on as you elevate your head and shoulders, lengthening from the back of the head. It's exhale, hug it in. Inhale, extend your arms and your legs away from the center. And then it's exhale, hug those knees in. And then inhale, extend long. Now remember your mental checklist. Ribs together, belly and book closed. Only go as far as you can and keep all those areas engaged. So if you're right up here, that's fine. That's all the further I want you to go. 2 more. 1 more time. And then lower your head and shoulders, taking a deep breath in. And on the exhale, deepening your belly towards your spine. Scissors are next. Elevating your head and shoulders, thinking ribs together, belly and book closed. Lengthen your legs up towards the ceiling. Grabbing behind your right thigh or calf, whatever you can reach, as you tug, tug, and switch. And tug, tug, and switch. Thinking ribs together, belly and book closed. Making sure that you're bringing your knee to your nose, not your nose to your knee. And remember, we're making a V with our legs, not an L. So don't go down so low with this one. You're right up here. 2 more. 1 more. And then hug your knees into your chest as you lower your head and shoulders. Taking a deep breath in. And on the exhale, deepening your belly towards your spine. Lower and lift is next. Stack your hands one on top of the other. Bring them to the base of your neck, but check your rib cage that it doesn't flare open when you do that. Elevate your head and shoulders, thinking ribs together, belly and book closed, as you bring your legs to a tabletop position. Start by lowering the legs, just one tippy toe at a time, using your abdominals to motivate pulling them back up, and then start to advance this if you can. Remember your neutral pelvic and rib position. Picture that icy cold glass of water resting on your abs. Don't let it spill. Elbows nice and wide. 2 more on each side. 1 more on each side. And then hug your knees into your chest as you take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, deepen your belly towards your spine. You're doing really good. We're going to rock ourselves up to a sitting position so that we can do a half roll back. Remember to use momentum when you do this one, so grab behind your thighs, belly and book closed as you rock yourself up. And then scoot yourself back just a little bit. We're going to do the twist first to get those obliques. So remember your nice good position, arms straight out in front of you, and then you're going to twist towards the bent elbow and come back up. When you twist, you're keeping that belly in and that book closed the entire time. Your pelvic floor is really helping you get up. So make sure you contract your pelvic floor and exhale on the way up. Deep twist, thinking ribs together, belly and book closed. 2 more on each side. 1 more on each side. Good. Pop up, take a little break. We're going to advance this one last way this week. You're going to start the same way with your arms parallel, belly and book closed as you rock back, super deep C shape. Fingertips reaching out in front of you. Extend your right leg. Energy shooting out of the fingertips and the toes as you deepen your belly towards your spine, and then come on up. Rock back again and then extend. Left leg this time. Feel the energy shooting out of those limbs. Contract your pelvic floor to bring you up. Rock it back and hold, deepening your belly towards your spine. Pelvic floor helps bring you up. And come on up. It's inhaling to rock back and then exhale, deepen everything to come on up. One more time on each side. And then extend your legs out, arms straight out in front of you like you're sleepwalking. Flex your feet, inhale, grow tall. And on the exhale, round your body over, reaching your fingertips to the wall in front of you as you pull your abdominals to the wall behind you, super deep C curve. And then sit up tall, 2 more times, inhale. And on the exhale, round your body forward, really reaching to the wall in front of you as you pull to the wall behind you. And sit up tall, 1 last time, inhale. And on the exhale, round. And pull that belly back as you reach your fingertips forward, bringing the stretch into your back, not your hamstrings. And sit up tall. Bringing your legs together and then sliding back down onto your side. You need your ball for this one. We're going to do the corkscrew. Ball goes between the ankles. Hug your knees into your chest as you revisit that mental checklist of ribs together, belly and book closed. Your pelvic floor will be on with the ball. Don't worry about that. Bring your legs straight up to the ceiling. Arms stay down at your side. You're going to trace a circle on the wall, coming to the side, center, side, and up. Switch directions. Thinking about neutral rib and pelvic position. Thinking about ribs together, belly in and book closed. We're going 5 in each direction. 1 more time each way. When you get up here, squeeze the ball between your knees. Squeeze your pelvic floor. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. And now squeeze everything back and relax it forward. So pelvic floor on, pelvic floor off. For 3, for 2, for 1. Very good. We're going to rock ourselves up to a sitting position again. And then you're doing spine stretch. I'm just turning so you can see me a little bit better here. Arms are straight out in front of you. Sit up tall and proud as you take a deep inhale, growing tall through the crown of your head. Exhale as you twist over, little finger to little toe, forehead towards your knee. Reach that back arm back behind you, but keep that right butt cheek planted and then sit up tall. Inhale taller. And then exhale as you wring the air out of your lungs. Little finger to little toe, forehead towards your knee, left hip planted, and sit up tall. 1 more time each way. Really reach that back arm back behind you, and sit up tall. Little finger to little toe, forehead towards your knee as you reach and stretch, keeping that left hip planted, and then sit up tall. Bring your legs together, slide onto your stomach, stacking your hands one on top of the other. Resting your forehead in your hands, all 10 toes heavy on the mat. Step 1, lift your abs up and hold. Step 2, elevate your elbows and hold. Now glue your head to your hands as you raise that upper body up, abs up, legs heavy, and come back down. 2 more times, abs up and hold. Lift your elbows and hold. Elevate that upper body, holding onto your midsection, and come back down. 1 more time, abs up and hold, elbows up and hold. Now glue your head to your hands as you gaze at the wall in front of you, and then come back down. Hands underneath the shoulders as you press your palms into the mat, reversing the curves in your biomechanics all day long. Undoing that flexed posture. 1 more time. And then stack yourself up onto your forearms, gazing at the wall in front of you with a nice proud chest, sliding your shoulder blades down your mat, and then hover your legs about 1 inch off the mat. You're going to squeeze the back of your leg to drive your heel to your bottom as you kick, and lengthen, and then squeeze, and lengthen, and kick, and lengthen, and squeeze, and lengthen. Making sure you really squeeze through the back of the leg to drive that heel towards your bottom. Make sure your abs are lifted and not sunk into the table underneath you. Nice proud chest, shoulder blades low down your back. 2 more on each leg. 1 more on each leg. And then press yourself back into a prayer stretch, taking a couple nice deep ribcage breaths. On the exhale, pull your belly button away from your thighs. 1 more time, inhale. And on the exhale, deepen your belly towards your spine. Roll down onto your back for your bridging, sliding your weight to your side and then rolling arms and legs together onto your back. Take your ball and put it between your knees. We're going to practice pulsing that ball again, so squeeze the ball for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the ball tight, contract your pelvic floor as you rock back, roll up into your bridge position. Now pulse the ball from up here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold as you lower your bottom halfway and then squeeze everything to get you up. So lower halfway down, squeeze it all to get you up for 3 more times, keeping your neck long and your shoulders loose. 2 more times, big toe side of the foot, heavy into the mat, hold. Now extend your right leg long. Shoot energy out of the toes. Keep your pelvis level. Bring that foot back, keep your bottom lifted as you extend your left leg long. Energy shooting out of the toes. And then fold from your bra line, bone by bone down. Melt and relax at the bottom. 1 more time, pulsing between the knees for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. Contract your pelvic floor, belly and book closed as you peel your spine up. Pulse from here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. Lower halfway down, squeeze it up. Lower halfway down, squeeze it up. Keeping the big toe side of your foot heavy into the mat. 3, you've got 2, you've got 1. Hold it there. Extend this time your left leg long. Keeping your pelvis level. And then bring it back in. Extend your right leg long. Neck is long, shoulders loose, bottom lifted. And then fold from your bra line, bone by bone down, as your tailbone arrives. Melt and relax at the bottom. We're going to do your arm stretch next. You won't need your ball anymore. Roll over onto your side. Top arm reaches long in front of you as you inhale, reach long to the sky. And then exhale over, nice deep chest and shoulder stretch. Take a deep rib cage breath. And on the exhale, hug your belly in. Bring your arm back to the start 2 more times. Inhale, can you reach a little longer? And then exhale over. Deep rib cage breath. And on the exhale, belly in as you return your arm to the start 1 more time. Inhale, reach. And then exhale over. Deep rib cage breath. And on the exhale, belly comes in, book is closed as you bring your arms back to the start. Now we're going to do the side kicks. So stack yourself up at the back edge of your mat. Legs come to the front corner of your mat. Make sure that your chest and shoulder and elbow are also at the back edge of the mat. Lift your top leg up. Extend long through your heel. Stack of teacups and saucers on your hip and shoulder as you kick to the front and push it to the back. So reach long to the front, push it to the back. Flex to the front as you inhale, point as you exhale. Longer through the heel. Belly towards your spine. You've got 4 to go, keeping your upper body quiet. Inhale, reach. Exhale, push 2 more times. 1 more time. And then join your legs one on top of the other. Imagine a tight rubber band around your ankles. Top leg lifts up, point through those toes. Now force that top rubber band up. Flex, drive that leg down. So pull apart the band, flex, drive into the bottom leg. Inhaling up, on the exhale, connect the breath to the belly. Longer through the hip, belly towards your spine. You've got 4 to go. Everything you have in this little motion, feel the resistance in both directions. And then join your legs one on top of the other. Imagine a barrel around your ankles. You're going to trace the inside of the barrel. So top leg lifts up, energy through that hip as you circle for 5. Big circles for 4. Upper body quiet, teacups and saucers silent. You're breathing. And then switch directions, coming all the way up and back and longer. That leg should feel like an arrow shooting out of the hip socket. And bringing that front leg to the front and hold it there for 5. Squeeze your pelvic floor for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Relax. And now contract your pelvic floor up, relax down. Squeeze up, relax down. For 3 more, and 2 more, and 1 more. Join your legs one on top of the other. Bicycle is next. Top leg lifts up with a straight knee. Sweep that leg to the front, and then it's knee to the shoulder. Heel to your bottom as you stretch your quad. And then sweep the leg back around. So it's knee to the shoulder, heel to your bottom, stretch that quad before you sweep around. 2 more times, knee to the shoulder, heel to your bottom, reach and stretch. You've got 1 to go. And now stay back there, and we're going to reverse direction. So it's heel to the bottom, knee to the shoulder, reach and now stretch your hamstring. So it's heel to the bottom. Keep that heel as close to your butt as you can. Now stretch out of the back of that leg. 2 more times. One last time. Reach and stretch and then join your legs one on top of the other. Last one, envision a stack of textbooks on the side of the hip. Lift that leg up, pulse up for 8, squeeze up for 7, really squeezing from the side of the hip for 3, for 2, for 1, stay lifted from the hip, toes and knees down. Now twist them to the sky, down to the ground and twist to the sky. You've got 1 to go. And then join your legs one on top of the other. Feel the burn on the side of the hip. Rolling to the other side, starting with your stretch first. So cradle your head in your hand, knees and hips 90 degrees, top arm reaches in front of you, and then inhale, reach long. Exhale, come on over. Remember to keep your elbows straight. I'm just stuck by the wall here. Take a deep rib cage breath. And on the exhale, belly in, book closed. 2 more times. Inhale, can you reach a little higher? And then exhale, can you touch the floor behind you? Deep rib cage breath. And on the exhale, hug your belly in as you bring your arm back to the start. Last time, inhale, reach. Exhale over to stretch your chest and shoulder. Deep rib cage breath. And on the exhale, hug your belly in as you bring your arm back to the start. Prop yourself up onto your side, angling your legs to the front corner of your mat, making sure your elbow and shoulder at the back edge of the mat. Teacups and saucers in their position. Top leg lifts up, energy through that heel as you kick to the front and push it to the back, kick. So reach to the front, kick. Point to the back, kick. Inhaling, and on the exhale, belly and book closed. And longer through the heel, belly towards your spine. You've got 4 to go, keeping those teacups and saucers quiet. 2 more times. 1 more time. And then join your legs one on top of the other. Imagine a rubber band around your ankles. Top leg lifts up. Feel the tension of that band as you point your toes and then force your top leg up against the band. Flex, drive it down. So it's point up, flex, drive that leg down. Inhale up, exhale, push it down. Almost like you're in water or in sludge. I want you to feel the resistance in both directions. Don't just go through the motions on this one. 2 more times. 1 more time. And then join your legs one on top of the other. Imagining a barrel around your ankles. Top leg lifts up and you're going to circle big circles for 5 and 4, keeping your upper body quiet. 3 and 2. Switch directions, coming all the way up and back to feel those glutes. And 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Bring that leg right out in front of you. Hold your pelvic floor as you hold that leg for 5. Squeeze for 4. Hold for 3, for 2, for 1. Relax your pelvic floor and then contract up, relax down. Squeeze up, relax down. For 3 and 2 and 1. Join your legs one on top of the other. Bicycle is next. You're almost there. Top leg lifts up. Straight knee as you sweep the leg to the front. And then it's knee to the shoulder. Heel to your bottom as you stretch your quad and then sweep that leg around. So it's knee to the shoulder. Heel to your bottom. Reach and stretch. You've got 2 to go. Really keeping that heel as close to your bottom as you can the whole way. Last one, knee to the shoulder. Heel to your bottom. Reach and stretch. Stay back there. Get a little bit longer. And now switch directions. Heel to your bottom. Knee to your shoulder, reach and stretch that hamstring. So it's heel to your bottom, knee to your shoulder, reach and stretch. 2 more times, keeping your heel as close to your bottom as you can. 1 more time. Reach and stretch and then join your legs one on top of the other. Last one, picture a stack of textbooks on the side of the hip. Lift that leg up and from here pulse up for 8. Squeeze up for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stay lifted, and then from the hip, toes and knees down, twist them to the sky, down to the ground, and then twist them up. You've got 1 to go. And then join your legs one on top of the other. Let's stretch that out. Take your ankle and cross it on the opposite knee. Hug that knee into your chest. And take some deep breaths, letting your heart rate settle down. Using this space of time to be thankful and grateful for all your body is doing right for you. Say thanks to your legs for carrying you around. Say thanks to your arms for helping you hold your baby. Switch legs. Congratulate yourself for taking time out of your busy day to focus on your body. You only get 1 of them. It's worth every effort to make it a good one. Try not to fight the stretch, just melt into the stretch. Really good. Roll onto your side and come up onto your right hip for your mermaid stretch. So left hand at the ankle, right hand is up and overhead. Inhale, grow tall. And then exhale as you round your body over that big barrel, lifting the ribs up, shifting your right hip to the ground as you reach and stretch. And then drop down onto your right forearm, left arm comes up and overhead. Lift your rib cage up, shift the left hip to the ground as you reach and stretch through the side of the body. Find that T position, growing tall through the crown of the head, reaching like you're going to touch the opposite walls of the room. Feel the stretch at the undersurface of your arms. And then lower just your left hand. Right hand says stop, left ear to left shoulder, and gentle overpressure to stretch. Shooting energy out of the heel of the hand as you really pull those fingertips back towards your face. And then relax and switch around. So this time, right hand is your ankle, left hand up and overhead. Inhale, tall. And then exhale over. Lifting your rib cage up as you shift your left hip to the ground, reaching and stretching that thoracic outlet. Drop down onto your left forearm as your right arm comes up and overhead. Lift the rib cage up, shift your right hip to the ground as you reach and stretch. Find a T position one more time, growing tall through the crown of the head, really reaching like you're in a machine, pulling your arms out of the sockets. Feel the stretch underneath your arms. And then lower your right hand, left hand comes to a stop position, right ear to right shoulder, slight overpressure. Energy shooting out of the heel of your hand as you pull those fingertips back to get a nice stretch throughout the arm. And then relax out of the stretch and come to an all-fours position with your hands directly underneath your shoulders, knees directly underneath your hips. Remember that arch of we don't want one extreme or the other, so find that neutral spine position. Think about pulling your belly button towards your spine, closing that book even in this position, and then slide your left knee towards your chest. Reach that left leg long behind you, right arm long in front of you, thinking belly up, book closed. Can you find your pelvic floor? And then come back in. Right knee slides into the chest first, and then reach that right leg long behind you, left arm long in front of you. Energy shooting out of those limbs, belly up, book closed. Can you find your pelvic floor? And then come back in. One more time on each side. Thinking opposite arm and leg shooting away from the center, belly up, book closed, pelvic floor on. And then same thing on the other leg. Keeping that pelvis level, belly up, book closed. Come back in and then come to an all-fours position to stretch the front of your thigh out. So come up onto your right leg, left knee is down. Tuck your tailbone underneath, angling your pelvis to a high position on the wall above you as you slowly lunge forward, feeling a gentle, comfortable stretch in the front of the left thigh. And then go ahead and switch legs, bringing the left leg up this time, right knee stays down. Tucking your pelvis underneath, angling it to a high position on the wall in front of you as you slowly lunge forward, feeling gentle stretching in the front of the right thigh. Return to your all-fours position again with your hands under your shoulders, your knees under your hips. Level pelvis, ribs are down and together. Keep your belly button pulled up towards your spine, your book closed as you extend your right leg long out on the mat. Don't let your abs pop out as you extend your left leg long out on the mat into a high plank position. Belly reaching towards the sky the entire time. Book is closed. Hold for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Bring one knee in, bring the other knee in, and shift back into a quick prayer stretch. Return to all fours again, getting your position level with hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Nice neutral pelvic position, belly up, book closed as you extend your left leg long. Keep that belly reaching towards the sky as you extend your right leg long to join it. Hold your belly up and your book closed, continuously reaching it towards the spine and towards the ceiling above you for 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring one knee in and then the other as you shift back into a prayer stretch. come to a push-up position on your knees with your hands wider than shoulder width apart, thinking of that same alignment. So ribs are down and together. Nice neutral pelvic position. Belly button is reaching towards your spine the entire time as you come down, down a little deeper, and come up, come up. So come down and deeper, come up and up. Belly button reaching towards your spine. Pelvis and ribs in a neutral position. One more time. Good. Now we're going to do singles for 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Press yourself back into a prayer stretch, this time turning your palms up towards the ceiling to get a little extra stretch in the chest and shoulders. Very good. Tuck your toes underneath and come onto your feet, dangling like a rag doll, keeping your forehead as close to your knees as you can comfortably. Slowly articulate through the spine to come on up, one bone at a time, keeping your forehead as close to your body as you can comfortably until you're standing tall. Now we're going to do some extras. So we're going to work all the muscles in the leg. Simple, quick exercises. So sorry that you have to see my butt this whole time, but you're going to stand with your heels together against something like the back of a couch, a table, a counter, the back of a chair. So heels together. Find that good posture. So rocking into your heels, nice neutral pelvic position. Ribs are down and together, earlobes over shoulders. Crawl up onto your tippy toes, keeping your heels together, and then lower yourself straight down. Now come down a little deeper and come up, come up. So it's down, down deeper, and come up, come up. Now I'm maintaining that posture and squeezing my heels the whole time. It's down a little deeper and come up, come up. So squeeze a little deeper and come up, come up. You've got 3 to go. This heel squeeze is making your pelvic floor fire like crazy. Good. 2 more times down, down deeper, and come up, come up. 1 more time, and come up, and then come straight down for 8. Squeeze for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold down there, tuck under, and release. Tuck under, and release. For 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower an inch, raise one arm up, raise the other arm up. Hold for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Shake it out. Whoo, that burns. We're going to stretch in a minute, but until then, nice wide stance now. You're keeping those knees out over your toes. You're keeping your pelvis in a very neutral alignment. Come down into a squat position. Hold it there. Now you're going to lower a tiny little bit. So lower just an inch, and then raise an inch. And lower an inch, and raise an inch. Thinking about your posture. Ribs down and together. You've got 4 to go. You've got 3 to go. And 2. And 1. Now squeeze your knees back for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold them back there. Drop for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Whoo, that burns. Last one you're going to use your weights or soup cans for again. This is to get more of the inner thighs. So you have to play with your pelvic position a little to make sure you're feeling it in the inner groin. You're coming into that same kind of wide squat position. So not here. You're really turning out. You're keeping your pelvis very neutral. Weights in your hands. 4, 3, 2, 1, and middle. 2, 3, 4, and side. 2, 3, 4, and middle. 2, 3, 4. Go a little bit lower if you can. Making sure you're feeling it more towards the inner groin, so keep those knees wide. 3, 4. Now lower your weights. You're climbing a rope, so climb, 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 slide it down, and climb, 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 slide it down, knees stay wide. 1 more time. Slide it down. Let's stretch that out. There's 2 stretches that I really love. You need a counter, that's all. Knees stay straight, and you're just going to lunge your bottom backwards until you feel the stretch down both your hamstrings. Think about bringing the back of your thighs to the floor. Whew. Good, same position, but a straddle stance, letting your upper body be supported by your arms, and then lunge to one side till you feel it stretching. So here I'm feeling my right inner groin stretch. And then to the other side. And then a quick quad stretch. Grabbing your ankle, keeping your thighs in the same plane, bringing your heel back towards your bottom, and trying to stand as tall as you can. And then switch sides. If this is too easy for you, you can bend your right knee a little bit and drop that left knee straight into the floor. Excellent job. Keep it up.